Number 6, the speaker said to the customers that mm, ordering by phone were easy for first-time customers and ordering uh, would save them money. Next, the speaker said that after customer had chosen the items, they uh, wished to purchase from their catalog. Um, the speaker suggested the customer dial their toll-free number and press one for for their special first-time customer line. Um, and the speaker said that a customer service representative would guide them through the ordering process. Finally, the speaker suggested the customer not forget to have their credit card handy when they called. Number 7, the speaker thanked the audience for attending that day a workshop, and the speaker introduced Professor Martinor taught to the audience. Next, the speaker said that Professor taught an expert in electrolysis and author several books on the subject. Um, would list, list there in the discussion of the current political climate and and the and the implication for the upcoming election. Uh, fin- Finally, the speaker thank for the audience. Number 8, the speaker thanked the audience for coming out that night. Next, the speaker said that they had a wonderful program for them. Uh, the speaker said that Dr. James' lecture on Italian art, which would be accompanied by a fascinating slideshow, would be preceded by a break musical performance. Uh, After that, the speaker said that a student from the City School of Music will perform a piece by uh, Violet. Uh, Finally, the speaker said that following the lecture, there would be a question and answer session. Number 9, the speaker noticed to the audience that traffic on the Harbour Bridge were backed up that morning due to an accident. Next, the speaker said that I0 condition resulting from the night before snowstorm had caused a bus to hit a truck. Um, and the I0 had affected traffic all over the area. After that, the speaker said that cars and cars car were moving slowly on most major roads into the city, and buses were running behind schedule. Finally, the speaker suggested the audience allow themselves extra time for getting to work that morning and be careful out there. Number 10, the speaker reminded the customer not to pass in the next door. The speaker said that lot belongs to those restaurant. Next, the speaker said they crowd would be told if they park there, and if the street parking were not available, they could park in the lot behind the ABC supermarket. Uh, Finally, the speaker said that the speaker suggested the customer leave the area by the front door free for deliver vehicle. Thank you for listening.